Hello, everybody, and welcome to San Antonio After Dark. I'm going to say we're premiere because I actually pay for the V20, the Roll 20. I'm Colin, and today we have our new player with us, Paul. Paul, and Drew is running behind. He works a retail job. We tried to hold out as long as we could, but only so much we can do before that starts. So go ahead and, as we typically do, go ahead and introduce yourself today, Paul.
All right, so I'm just adjusting my stupid headphone. There we go. Do you want me to introduce my character, or do you want me to introduce me?
Both.
All right, so my name is Paul. I'm a gentleman of leisure. I've been playing White Wolf games for over, let's see, it came out in the early 90s, so that would make me like a million. Other than that, I am a steampunk person, and most of my characters are that way as well. If I could ever get this camera thing to show y'all, you would see me in my beautiful kepi and goggles. My character is a Tremere. I was embraced in 1868 after investigating and trying to hunt down the Scourge of Alabama. Unfortunately, it did not turn out to be a giant mutated porcupine like I thought. It, in fact, was a Tremere. And that is pretty much all there is to me. And I have been fighting the celestial courts in San Francisco for almost 40 years and have developed a taste for rangoons.
Rangoons?
He actually does have a taste for rangoons.
Me too.
Some of the audience will recognize that I occasionally talk about a Victorian vampire game. He's running that game. And sadly, I think we're coming to a conclusion.
No.
I'm going to miss Joan. She was so fun to play. However, it's not about that tonight. Jason or Victoria, who's next?
I'll go. I'm Victoria. My current character that is alive is Ferdinand, who's in the body of a child, but he's like 30-ish. Still acts like a child though. And he pretty effed up. And he used to be under the care of pretty evil dude, and now he is under the care of Fett, who's his big brother, basically. And Ferdinand hates whatever Fett hates. He hates dirty rat, thieving liars, and tricksters. And he found out recently he really loves that beautiful Nikki whatever dress-up game. And acquired a phone from a dead person from my previous character. So there's that. And now Fett.
Hey, I'm Fett. I'm a brawler. I'm a fighter. I'm a exterminator. You got a problem? I fix it. No? Oh, hey Drew.
Hello.
I run a pawn shop. Deal with.
Hello?
Intro time. Also, I am babysitting my parents' dog tonight, so if you hear dog, might be my dog, but he's probably going to be pretty quiet.
And Drew, you're up.
All right, I have just gotten to the house, so I'm just clicking on so you guys know I'm there.
Oh, okay. Well, mute yourself because I know how loud Dion gets.
No, Diane is at the house. Was that the Flan's house?
Oh, okay. Well, your wife is going out shopping with my wife.
Yes, she is. In fact, I just called her to find out how she was doing, and she's like, "Yep, we're out shopping at Torrid, and we found some shirts and stuff, but I'm not getting any." I'm like, "Okay."
All
Great
right.
shopping tip.
So, when we last left off, Fett and Ferdinand were standing outside as a white panel van drove off after nabbing Mik.
Where are my keys?
Violeta, seeing her person shrug, get kidnapped and driven away with, stole the Prius of Fett. Speaking of Fett, are you going to call the police about your stolen vehicle?
Nah.
Alrighty then.
We lost a second car?
No, just one. We're gonna get a Taurus, a Tesla.
No, I mean, as Jason lost a second car.
Yeah, I did.
Jesus.
I was trying to save my brother, who was suicidal. Okay. Please continue, Justin.
You just added a lot of detail, sir. However, with all that said, that's where we're picking up. As soon as Drew is ready, it will end up being where we're just picking up where we left off. To give some people some background details about the city. There are 2 places that are known to be the most popular vampire bars. At least amongst Kindred society. Not all the hunters know this. If not, they would probably have long since burned these places down. But one is Ashley's Forge. This is more of the elder hangout, not so much the neonates and the kids hangout. And then there's Millennium. Millennium is for the hot young crews to chill out. However, Millennium also has a more diverse clientele. Werewolves, mages, and all sorts of critters, including a couple skinwalkers, will occasionally frequent Millennium. The same is true of Ashley's Forge, but at Ashley's Forge, they know someone will lay down the law if you break the unspoken rule of neutrality. Are you ready yet, Drew? And to answer your question, I have no idea how to turn on cameras right now. I think it can be done through Roll20.
Well, that's what I'm looking for. It says there when are your broadcast settings set to anything besides none?
I know I can get it going, but then I have to rework the entirety of my layout at the moment, and this last week I have not had the time to do so.
It's all good.
Drew? Alright, Drew must still be out. So, just for sake and ease of getting everyone greased into this GIMP suit, Byron just happened to be at Millennium this night. Throughout the night, by the way, I forget if I told you this out of character at on the occasional every other Saturday. The sheriff is a known cosplayer for Riku. Have I told you that? From Kingdom Hearts?
Well, for his, yeah.
So, what I want you to do, since I'm introducing you into the story, you are upstairs at Millennium, which is known to be the vampire chill space. Go ahead and give me alertness and perception.
Okay.
Dad likes to feed him.
Accurate. His balls are gone, so that means he gets chubby or no. It's amazing.
No testosterone. Or the dog.
All right. So, while you're up there, you notice that the manager of the bar, someone who you've seen time and time again, is hanging out with a few of the local vampires. You saw them a week no, it was a week ago from the start, even though we're 11 sessions in, at the 20th year anniversary of kicking the Sabbat out of San Antonio. They were sitting there and they were discussing some things, and you recognize Sweet Mick. Sweet Mick was the guy who broke the masquerade a couple days ago, by brandishing his claws and attacking a human while at a rave. You see them text someone, and in the booth next to it, a phone goes off. And it sounds like someone hitting a Heartless with a keyblade. They get up a few minutes later, and they begin to go outside. 3 other vampires follow them downstairs, and they're gone for about 10 minutes. At least at this point, they've only been gone for about 10 minutes. During this time, that phone just keeps going off, and the group in it are laughing. It seems to be whoever actually has the phone seems to be sharing it. So, because you're playing a private eye, give me intelligence and investigation.
Okay.
I never said I was a subtle person.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What's the difficulty?
6.
Okay.
This is your bread and butter, man.
Yeah.
A couple times the phone goes off like it's ringing. Oh, damn. 3 successes. So, if you use the other way symbol, it does greater than, not less than.
Wasn't even paying attention to that.
It's all right, man. Those all sound like ringtones that would be associated with Kingdom Hearts. You're not familiar with the game, but you know of it because the sheriff's into it.
Okay. So, I've got Auspex. And does it seem to be a text message notification or a ringtone, like someone calling, or is it just texting?
The Simple and Clean song, that is clearly a ringtone because it goes off for about, 45 seconds and then stops. Every time you hear it sounds like a slash or a ha! Hoo! That looks like it's a text message.
Okay. All right. Let's see here.
Okay. I like these.
All right.
So, Drew, you here? The Drew.
These texts, and then they left and came back and they're still getting more, or is this a separate group of people?
No, it's the one group of people. They haven't left. But every time it goes off, especially for the text messages, the person, because you can see them from your angle, shares the images and holds on to the cell phone.
Gotcha.
Does Ferdinand and Fett go back upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drinking blood trumps video games, sir. Video games suck. Video games do not trump sucking blood. I mean, hunting is important.
Yeah, we're both pretty starving after.
Chatter. I'm sorry.
Don't be rude.
After the van debacle.
Last week.
So.
All right, so you go upstairs. And give me another alertness and awareness, Jason.
Need food. Need food soon.
Y'all actually... Yeah. Oh, yeah, y'all are pretty low on blood, aren't y'all?
Slow your roll. We're getting there.
That crowd you remember seeing,
Mm-hmm.
the particularly mousy crowd, they're
Mhm.
still there. They're still drinking.
Not here. Not here.
That is so fat.
There's
They
black-
drink and drink.
Damn.
I need drink.
Okay, just. I know you're I'm hungry. Okay?
Fatties.
You get back upstairs and you see the crowd. The table is laughing at the cell phone. The messages have seemed to stop again.
I'm. Fat's gonna walk over to Ardith, right? Is that right?
Yeah, artist.
Ardith. You won't.
Hurry up already, machine.
You won't have to worry about Mick or Violeta or all them anymore. Shit went bad, man.
Bye bye.
We're gonna cut in a minute. I gotta go tell off a sheriff.
Need food.
Yeah. Are you gonna be cool here? Oh, here's my card. I don't know if you've got it. Come by the pawn shop if you need me.
No share food.
Hey, Ferdinand, just hold. I know you're impulsive. Just,
Hey. Ferdinand's just pacing around.
Fet's gonna walk towards the sheriff's table.
All right. I don't want to be so overpowering. It kills us. The sheriff isn't there. It's some people you don't recognize.
Hey, where the fuck's Rico?
Who?
Great. Great.
I don't know what you want, man. Are you talking about the sheriff?
What, Riku?
No, I'm talking about the fucking Fairy Queen. Yeah, I'm talking about the sheriff.
I ain't seen him in a couple of days.
Yeah, you got his ringer? You got his phone?
You weren't hearing the phone go off as often as Drew was.
Oh, excuse me. Oh. Well, when you see him, you can tell him to fuck off. Yeah? And I'm just gonna walk out.
I'm gonna give you a chance real quick. Are you aura percepting them, Paul?
I could definitely aura percept him.
Shoot.
I still have we both still have human colors. We still have blush skin. Because we did that earlier.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten about that. It is
It's perception, empathy.
difficulty 8. I remember what difficulty it was.
Mhm.
He was like,
Sorry. 8.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
They
I
are
almost said-
vampires, and they are not lying.
Hmm. Interesting.
there's more legends.
Let's see.
It's something.
Yeah, maybe in a little bit.
Have I heard about these people? Let me take a look here.
Give me an intelligence roll.
Yeah.
Just straight intelligence.
Yeah. Difficulty? 1.
And Ardith has forgot what he did in the 5th grade.
Because of the math.
No, it's just for Byron at the moment.
No, sorry, I was testing a roll to make sure if I remember the code again. So.
Nope.
I always forget.
These guys have been in the city for a while.
Yep.
As far as you know, they've been in the city. You could have swore you remembered seeing them at the 20th anniversary.
That's cool. I can pump your daddy.
Keelik is barking at me through the fucking internet.
No, Becky.
Is that what pump
Becky's
feels
violating Teal and me. See, this is what happens when you don't enable the video. There's no context for the noises going on behind me.
That might be
So-
for the best. So,
Wow, I just don't even know what to make of these people.
anyone else who wants to try and see if you can remember them, give me a straight intelligence roll, difficulty 6.
Oh, does he know what Ferdinand looks like, or should I describe him?
Yeah, you should describe Ferdinand.
No,
So-
I'm talking about the table.
Oh,
But I just mean, I don't know if Paul knows what he looks like the child that he sees.
These guys have been in the city a while.
I don't
got a
think
blue-
we remember.
a blue-
I'm guessing that we don't remember.
Right?
No.
So I'm
You remember that these guys have been in the city for a while.
my character is in early 30s, wears a Union kepi with black goggles, wheel glasses, has an old-fashioned pipe, and a long Union coat.
Weird old man been here long time.
Look,
Seen weird old man before.
Ferdinand has seen these people at the oh, I forget what the name of that hotel is out in Stone Oak Parkway. Really ritzy place.
the people at the table with the phone.
Yeah, they are. Ferdinand recognizes that they have a hotel out off of Stone Oak Parkway.
Sorry, either I broke up or you broke up. Was it? Is he remembering the people at the table with the phone?
The people with the phone,
Okay.
Okay.
while just wandering around, I want to say it's the Hamilton.
Okay.
It's super ritzy. They tip like shit out there. Hilton, I think it is. They have a room, or at least they've been seen at the Hilton on a fairly regular basis. The nice Hilton.
Okay. Blue brown motherfucker.
Why? Well,
Drew,
what is Ferdinand?
are you gonna roll intelligence to see if you recognize these guys?
I'm in the booth. I can't even see them, right?
Are the booths completely shut off?
Ours is.
Okay, then never mind.
Well, fuck them. Fuck the blue bloods. Let's go find somebody. Let's go find something to eat. Yeah.
Hungry.
Yeah. You want a good guy or a bad guy? Bad guy. All right.
Bad guys taste best.
We're gonna go find us a bad guy to eat.
Hold on one second.
Crap out in the open, huh?
Not right now. We're just leaving to go find us a bad guy to eat.
But what I'm saying is this whole conversation, it was,
Well, this is a private area.
I understand. I'm just like, that doesn't seem very Camarilla-ish.
No, they're anarchs. These guys are known anarchs in the city.
I see. There is something I didn't know.
Yeah, we
So-
were Camarilla. Well, I was. She's never Camarilla.
So the city is divided, but all the players decide to play anarchs, except for you.
It's very anthropological right now.
I mean, if you're Camarilla, I technically answer to a Camarilla.
We're not Camarilla.
Oh, I thought you said you did.
No. We're,
Baron Jose basically treats it like the Camarilla light.
we're independent. So Fett and Ferdinand are gonna go hunting to try to find
Chickens.
Okay, I know this great place. It's off of 281. It's outside the city. They've got chickens and no
Probably not.
dogs. No dogs outside, at least.
No, like dogs, like chickens.
All right. So, Fett and Ferdinand go out hunting. So no one's gonna stop them or talk to them.
Well, that's
You cut off there, Paul.
in their natural environment.
You went quiet for a moment or two.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of internet issues. Things keep disconnecting. I'm going to investigate. What is that? That might be the problem.
It's a Facebook game.
Oh, I was talking to Paul. He cut out for a moment after saying something anthropology.
It seems very anthropological. The native anarchs in their native environment.
All right. So no one's gonna stop them from leaving or join them.
I'm gonna follow them at a slight distance.
Drew, alertness perception for me.
I mean, I'm not gonna
Alright.
make it. I'm not gonna make it hidden or anything. You know, it's just kind of one of those like, oh,
So he's being obvious.
Alertness perception?
Yes.
Okay.
Even though he's not trying to make it hidden, you notice that one guy who is in a booth by himself, he didn't have anyone with him. He had a glass of wine, quote unquote wine.
Oh yeah.
And then as Fett and Ferdinand left, he followed them. Didn't try to hide it.
I
either.
noticed one guy, and then what? You kind of cut out.
Oh, is it me who's having
I don't
disconnect
know.
issues? Give me
I
1
think
second.
all of us- There is a thunderstorm, possibly going on near us. By the way, so
And it is raining over where we're at.
yeah,
Like, not a lot. A
Sorry,
little bit of rain,
viewers.
but-
we're doing our best.
So,
We're
are you
not
going to
Wonder
follow
Wizards,
Drew?
man. Okay, so Ferdinand and Fett.
Fett.
They've left, and then this other guy just sort of kind of walks up and wanders out with them.
Starts following him, yes. Very obviously as well.
Okay, I call the manager over.
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Take the rest of this paperwork, get it finished. I'll be back.
All right, and he'll sit down and he'll start working on it.
All right, I leave and follow.
So, Jason, another alertness awareness for me, please. Or perception awareness.
Can I do one too?
No, he's rolling more often for a very specific reason. They're still there. And man, those ears, they make them look a little bit like ferrets with human faces.
Ferrets?
Yeah.
What? What?
Can't go. We gotta get the fuck out of this neighborhood. We gotta go somewhere
It
else.
looks like that.
There's too many furry things here, man. I don't know.
Eating?
No,
Good eating?
no, fuck no.
Bad eating.
Bad, yeah.
They all have kind of pointed noses and
Smell?
very
Smell?
sharply angled chins.
Oh,
Weird smells.
oh,
Not chickens.
let's go find some chicken. Somebody.
So, Drew, fuck, man, I didn't even remember people's names. Ardith and Byron both see him look over at this group of people who just seem to be drinking beers. It's all they're doing.
Nerds.
You have no idea why he seems to look at them every time they walk by, every time he walks by.
Rubs his nose too and like grabs at his mouth. like he's got a bad taste in his mouth.
Oh, as I'm walking out and to follow him, can I now see who's in the booth?
Yeah. Give me an intelligence roll.
Yeah, crap. All right.
Hey, you get the tiramisu?
Oh, all right.
You know that they have a room at the Hilton in Stone Oak Parkway. They actually have a couple of rooms. Or at least you think they do. That's where they're seen most often.
Interesting. Well, I guess it's good business if they're here at the bar now, but I'll deal with it later.
As Fett and Ferdinand get out to the parking lot, I want you guys to give me alertness perception. Both of you.
So, do either of these Canaanites look like they're gangrel?
No.
Okay. And neither of them are dressed up like a stereotypical Bruja, so their jackets or shirts have sleeves and their hats are on right or whatever.
One
Fett
of
look a
them,
little rugged.
the big guy, is completely bald.
I look like a dirty child with long dark hair.
Okay.
And
That's
Master.
it.
All right.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, so there's no like animal features. There's
No.
no giant Bruja anarchist A on them or anything like that.
I
No.
am filthy.
The big guy is shaved bald, but other than that, nothing.
Mm.
That's a trademark for something, you just don't know what.
Hmm.
And everyone
be-
knows this. It's a trademark for something, they just can't put their finger on it.
They're not blood brothers.
No. So Fett realizes that both Byron and another guy is following them out.
Oh, hey friends. I don't know you. What's your name? I'm Fett. It's Ferdinand.
Ferdinand hides behind Fett.
Well, I was hoping to see something much more interesting than a stroll through the street. You guys are anarchs.
Yo, man, you been around here long? Anarch's common. Just another day. Another day on the street.
Just another day on the street. Interesting. My name is Byron Wilson. I'm new from California and fighting the celestial courts out there in the Anarch Free States.
What?
Ferdinand's just gonna shake Fett's shoulder. Need food.
Hey, look, we're gonna find us some chickens.
You'll
if
find you
wanna
some
come-
chickens.
Yeah.
So, not to be too rude, but did you kidnap this child from a Mad Max cosplay, or what's
Not
going
a
on
child.
with that? Going on with that?
Okay.
Hey, man, listen, we just went through some pretty serious shit, and we're a little hungry, you know.
Not a child.
Um,
Need chickens.
I don't mean to be rude, but we're gonna get going. Ardith, you know anybody that happens to have some chickens that I could buy? I just came into some money. You know? No? All right.
Live
You want actual chickens? Or
chickens
is this
alive.
code for something in your pawn shop?
No,
Bop
like-
bop chicken.
like chickens, man, like bop.
Ferdinand's gonna flap his arms like wings and glare angrily at him.
Wow. Just wow.
You gotta forgive Ferdinand. He had a pretty bad childhood.
Not a child.
Yeah, but you had a bad childhood.
Yes.
So-
Well, Sealy took me to a place that sells chicken at the truck.
No, you know ho. Anybody got a ride? Mine got stolen.
I'm about to call us an Uber or a Lyft to take us over to the southwest side and find us some chickens.
Yeah, that'd be good.
You know where chickens?
Yes, this is San Antonio. Just look for crappy Hispanic neighborhoods. There's chickens.
You know, I wasn't gonna go with the stereotype, but
We listen to Chicken Men?
who's buying?
By the way,
I mean,
anyone who doesn't know San Antonio, that is not an untrue statement. Just throwing that out there.
oh, I know. I just was not gonna go with the stereotype.
See, I'm from California. I've been to Los Angeles. I know where to find chickens in any city with a large Hispanic population. But that's all. That's all in Ann are buying chickens. They're creatures of the night. You're gonna knock on someone's door at 2 a.m. Yo, vato, can I buy your pollo loco? No, you're just gonna go and take them.
I meant the ride, you crazy fucker.
Oh, yeah, sure, that sounds great. Yeah, I'll call a Lyft. Let's see, I'm looking at the map. I think I will take us over to...
If you shift, if you just hold down the click, it will show it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take us over to... Camarilla and Anarch territory. I know there's chickens there because I have relatives there. And we'll go chicken hunting like it's a ICP song.
Oh wow, that's a reference I never thought I'd hear on my stream.
Well played.
Paul, everybody, Paul.
Well played.
Yeah, no, like I said, I'll call a Lyft. To make sure there's room for everyone, including the large Russian man.
So what are you, Mister?
I didn't hear that all the way.
Right. Thank you.
Well, I just need to know because that's kind of an open-ended question when you deal with the world of the supernatural.
No, it's real straightforward, man. Tell me what it's about.
I'm a Tremere.
Blood magic?
All the way.
How many lives you got on your back?
How many lives? What am I, a cat?
The Uber says they'll be there in 5 minutes. Or the Lyft.
After you.
That's all right. Yeah, we'll get in.
Okay.
Like I said, yeah, I'll give him a vague area and be like, just drop us off there.
All right. And he'll start driving you there. It takes about 10 minutes to get there.
Yay.
He drops you off. And I forget, with the Lyft app, you tip through the app, right? Right, Becky?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, you do.
So, drives off. You're somewhere, where did you click at? I didn't see it.
Find us some chicken.
Is it on the south side?
Yes, it's southwest. It's between Nogalitos and South Cross, which
Okay.
is kind of the 35 area. Some older neighborhoods there. If none of these people have animalism, I'm going to use Auspex to listen for chickens.
Right there?
Acute
Yeah.
senses.
Alright. You actually
You
have
also-
no problem. Everyone give me alertness and perception. Let's start there.
All right.
I wish I had my dice right now with me.
Me too.
Alright. Y'all notice it. There's a couple of chickens just in the middle of the street. You don't even have to go looking.
Yes.
How many?
I perform a semi-mystical ritual that takes like 2 minutes where I chant in Latin using the word pollo loco a lot, raise my finger to the air, and spin around like a compass and point to the chickens.
Alrighty then. I was just gonna do this, and I'm gonna grab one.
Crap and say chicken.
All right, give me
man.
dexterity and athletics. By the way, these are chickens.
Which means they've got like 4 dice of celerity.
They're not on math. They only have 1 dot of celerity. Vasily?
Yeah, sorry.
4. You catch one of the chickens.
Here, chicken.
I'm just gonna wreck that chicken.
In the middle of the street.
No.
Well, can
Hold on
I look to Fett before wrecking the chicken to let him guide me a little bit?
Look, just hold it. Just hold it. Don't nothing yet. Just hold it.
Your character has been with him for a while. He knows better than to drink in the middle of the street.
I'm just gonna hold the chicken really tight. Uncomfortably tight, but the chicken's probably dead by now.
All right. Are you going to try and chase down the second one?
Yeah.
This is just a moment for shits and giggles, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It gets away from you. Just out of your hand reach.
Chicken run!
I'm gonna
That
go
was a
again.
great movie.
I'm gonna try one more time.
All
Heck
right.
Nope.
Oh, wow. The chicken does like 3 levels of ag to you.
So, Defender happens to win. The chicken falls on its face, but you're still like a step behind it.
It's really fast. It did track in high school.
Chicken. Whatever. Okay.
Is there anyone keeping lookout?
Yes, I am.
Give me
Because
alertness perception.
I know how this is going to go.
There is at least one person staring out their window at this scene.
So
It's Abuela. It's fine.
I'm gonna. Pet's gonna give up on the chicken. He's gonna walk over to the mailbox and take out some cash and put it in there. Take out a piece of paper and say sorry about the chicken. Write it on there. Close the mailbox and walk away. Fucking chickens, too fast. I'm so tired. Whatever. I'll deal with it tomorrow. Fucking bullshit.
I'm gonna hug my chicken tightly to my body.
Is your chicken dead, Ferdinand?
Is it what?
Hold on,
Is
let's
your
find
chicken
out.
Dead?
Give me a strength roll, please. You are holding the chicken pretty tightly. And just to refer to Caffeinated Conquest, what's up, man?
Oh, how much it takes to
There
kill
has
a
been
chicken.
no heroin shoved up the chicken's ass.
Well, that's good. I didn't even think to check.
It's a cartel chicken.
The chicken is squirming, but it's losing its strength.
Okay, let's go somewhere. You do your chicken. I'll get one tomorrow or something.
Can I find the nearest large bush?
Yes, that's not a problem. As long as you're doing it out of sight.
Every once in a while, I'll look at this person looking out the window, and I'll do the cuckoo crazy sign.
They just go back inside after about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes of watching this guy run around chasing a chicken. He did not have his cell phone out. He just was watching.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know.
Grandpa's seen some shit.
Okay, one of you
This ain't
decide
nothing.
amongst you guys decide who's gonna roll a luck die.
Paul, he's
Yeah.
new.
Give me 1d10, sir.
Yeah, I'm not rolling considering what my first one.
Not bad. Not the
Okay.
best.
Okay. It wasn't a bot. It wasn't a 1, so that's all we were needing to avoid.
As even the Sabat War Party is looking at us like we're retards.
No, not that.
Oh.
Something else. The war party is somewhere in the city. You just don't know where, or at least that's what you kind of overheard.
Thankfully, not with the chickens.
So, after this, what do you guys do? 3 more blood point. 4 blood points for Ferdinand.
4?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You're not hungry anymore.
Yeah. Chicken does a body good. Especially stolen chicken in a bush. You've never stolen a chicken and eaten it in a bush? Don't.
Not since I was alive.
Are you good, Ferd?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Alright, so what y'all's next...
So what exactly is it that drove you to this state of needing to feed on chickens? What sort of heavy crap did you go through that
Papa was a bad man. Papa was a bad man.
Hey,
You know, 'cause-
hey there, friend. How about we have this conversation not in public?
Yeah, you are in the middle of a street.
I'm just wondering, you know.
Triggered.
Ferdinand just had dinner. Give him a second. Let's go back to the pawn shop or to the bar or something.
He's had problems.
And we
You
can
call for another lift.
Yes. Hopefully it's not the same guy, because, you know, now we have a blood-covered feral child here.
Yeah, has Abuelo decided to go inside yet and just fuck this evening? 'Cause I feel like he should have.
That guy, he watched for a moment or two Fett chase a chicken around and then just lost interest. Yeah, he wasn't particularly like, oh my god, this is the most interesting thing ever. No, it's just some crazy guy in the middle of the street chasing a chicken.
Yeah.
Mad. Whatever.
So the lift shows up in about 10 minutes this time.
Yay!
It is not the same guy.
Good.
And they ask, where are you going?
Millennium.
Yes, that sounds good. Pawn shops notoriously not known for their excellent vintage drinks.
Hey, fuck you too, bro.
Also, Ferdinand has.
They go, Millennium, that's the club over where, right? We never determined where it was.
It was near downtown, so we're pretty close to there.
Yeah.
So she drops you off at Millennium.
Yay!
And what are you guys gonna do?
Well, you guys were going to tell me the tale of...
So y'all make it upstairs. Y'all go back to the private booth. You realize that the laughing asshats are gone. Their table is clean. There's nothing there that even shows that they were there to begin with.
Those guys too, and they're Hilton. All right. What was your name again? Byron?
Yes. And yours?
Fett. I'm Vasily Fett.
And what clan are you?
I'm not a clan. I'm a child.
Not a child.
You're a child.
So
Give me wits and occult. Drew, you can give me wits occult too. Difficulty is 8. Because they are hardly known about in these days.
you're raising your voice too much. It's startling to nothing.
Damn.
Oh.
He's referring to Child of Osiris.
This entire time, Fed is pretending to drink a beer.
Drew,
Huh.
Yeah.
Ferdinand is
you
pretending
want
to
to
drink
roll
a
intelligent,
that.
wits, and occult as well?
I don't know. I missed half the conversation. Thing kept cutting in and out. So what just happened?
Fett just announced himself as a child, and I'm giving you a chance to know what that is.
Okay, and you said it's what and what?
Wits and occult, because you're thinking of this shit on the fly.
Okay. Let's see.
Difficulty is 8.
Yeah, it does.
Child? You're not a kid, is basically your train of thought.
Say that again.
Yeah, it takes no special skills to see the wheels turning in my head at this revelation.
Yeah. So
So, huh. And Ferdinand, you are a smaller child of Osiris?
Not a child. He's
Ferdinand,
very offended.
Ferdinand is not a child.
Damn, Ferdinand just got offended by that. She's like, not a child!
Triggered!
Look, I guess you're gonna need the long story because you keep putting your foot in your mouth. Holy fuck!
I don't really need a long story. I just need a short explanation of what clan you are. That's all.
Here's how it went down.
All right.
Am I just not hearing you, Jason? Or is that
Yeah.
everyone?
Yeah, I'm
I
not
didn't hear
hearing either.
anybody.
Test.
There you go.
I can hear you.
I'm originally from New York. I was an exterminator there for the city. I found some things I shouldn't have. Me and my father. And he got killed in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started killing the things that I shouldn't have found. And then somebody who was older than me and better than me at killing things found me. And he called me to a better thing, to a better hunt. Had been using little kids to kill other people.
Papa was a bad man.
Papa was a bad man.
Ah! Sorry.
Papa
Are you
was
tracking
a
yet?
dirty rat.
My desk fell down.
He'd like to be an assassin, if you get me, yeah?
Okay. So that doesn't answer my question though about
Loved me, but Papa hated me. So we killed Papa. Papa's dead.
All right, hold on, everybody. Give me just a moment. Everyone seems to cut out all at once and then come back. I'm going to reboot Discord, so give me just a minute, okay?
Okay.
All right. I think hopefully that fixed it. I wish some of these songs were longer.
Test.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I think we're good again.
So,
Huh.
moral is,
Did they hear Ferdinand rant?
yeah, did you,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Papa, Ferdinand had a bad childhood. We shouldn't talk about it that much, if you understand. And we're trying to get rid of things
Put some headphones.
that other people can't.
This song is horrible. I'm sorry.
No? I guess I'm talking to a wall. Cool. I'm
No, I'm just asking.
Here several times.
So you have to understand, it's like being on safari and seeing what you guys are like in different places. Because the Anarchs in California are becoming more like the Camarilla.
What are you? What are you? Some kind of
I'm a Tremere.
note taker?
Yes, I am. I'm a Tremere. And you are a child of Osiris, which means that I would offer you a lot of things for some of your blood.
Not a child.
No.
Just saying, you just keep that in the back of your mind if you ever need to, like, bug out for whatever situation you're in.
I got my own eyes. Thank you. What is this guy, Ferdinand?
Okay. Because I'm a dick. Jason, another alert, awareness and perception.
Whom?
Another alertness and perception for Fett.
Okay. Sorry, my hands are full. Give me 1 second.
By the way, for anyone who's watching this and not understanding this, sometimes I give characters hidden flaws.
Oh, motherfucker.
They're still down there, and that is way too many beers for just 3 guys.
Hey there, Goggles. How much street you speak? Should I spell things out to you, or are you understanding what I'm saying?
Upbringing and have been left to fend for yourself. But your prayers have been answered, and I am happy to help you out.
There's these. You see those 3 guys down there?
Okay.
And as he's saying that, he's like kind of looking away, and like you can see if it was a person, you could see the veins pumping.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't really have a heartbeat right now. You know what I mean? So it's just like that scrunched up face. And he says, "There's those 3 fucking rats down there. They've been there all night." And he kind of like.
Okay. Paul, give me alertness and perception.
Way to get them out. Like, it's been a rough night. Yeah, I don't want to smell them anymore. They just fucking smell, and it's, you know, I'm gonna have to leave if they don't leave. So maybe you could help with that.
Does Ferdinand hear this?
Yeah.
Hey, Justin, is this considered an Elysium?
Not technically.
The people he points out, I'm gonna R percept them.
All right. Perception, empathy, difficulty 8.
Okay.
You can't read anything at the moment.
All right. I'll walk over to them. And
Hold on, we're having some feedback here. Drew. Drew. There we go.
Okay.
Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
So I'll walk over to them, and I will look disdainfully down at them, light my pipe, blow smoke dramatically at them, and go, begging your pardon, it seems that...
It's got to be me. Is it me where people are just cutting off?
If you were to vacate it.
You cut out.
Damn it.
Reset. Do again.
Yep.
Light your pipe.
I light my pipe and blow the smoke at them dramatically, and inform them that their hygiene leaves very much to be desired, as my friend seems to have trouble being around them, and could they kindly vacate the presence of us and find a better place to drink?
Hold on 1 second, please.
The Toreador clan would truly appreciate it.
You actually say that?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
My face when
They look up. They're like, you pay our tab? You there, Paul?
I will reach into my pocket and pull out some money and stripper pole style make it rain on the bar.
All right, that's good enough. You have a fine night. And they leave the bar. The person who did all the talking pulls out his cell phone as he's leaving, not while he's in the bar, but you see him pull it out and starts talking into it.
Ooh, I think the Toreador clan are getting a call. We better bail.
No, we know the owner, bro. This is our home turf.
Oh, all right. Swank. If they start calling at us from outside.
All right, everybody. I want to try this. Everyone leave the voice chat for a moment.
Okay.
And then join back into it.
Next one, two. Yeah. Testing.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Lima Charlie, you're good.
Okay, everything seems to be fixed. If not, we're gonna have to reroute all this shit through Roll20, and I haven't done that yet. So, they leave and they don't make a fuss.
Out of like 1,000.
You head back upstairs.
Whoa. Drew, you're a straight robot. It happens every once in a while.
All their base belong to us.
Yay, technical issues. It would not be one of our shows if there wasn't at least a technical issue at once throughout the night. I know it a little bit better. Although I think we need to try the Roll20 VoIP, to be honest, because we are having some difficulty.
Roll20 VoIP?
Yeah.
like the sound a laser makes?
I don't know if I've ever set that up, but I could attempt to. Do you want to switch over?
All right, so this is what's going to happen, everybody. We're going to take a 5-minute break while we try to get everything resituated. And hopefully we can get the voice working through Roll20. That way we can have one less browser open for everybody. Maybe that'll help with some of us who are in a rainy situation right now. Give us about 5 minutes. We'll be right back. So, what you have to do is on the cog.
Yeah.
If you scroll down, where is it? There's an option for video and audio chat. You have to switch that over, but apparently if I'm understanding it correctly, when I tried, it won't work with both Discord and
What?
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna drop out of here real quick, and we'll see if it's working. Let's see. Reconnect. Allow. Can you guys hear me? So let's take that away. Can you guys hear me? Okay. You can hear me? let's see. Can anyone hear me? Hello, testing, 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 testing. There we go. We're going to exit one more time. We're going to launch one more time. Allow.
Can be. He's a barker, but the breed is, and he's insanely jealous and possessive too. So
Can you
like
guys hear me?
when Becky's son goes to hug either of us, he comes unglued and wants to murder him because he doesn't think that anybody should be touching us but him.
Yeah, man. I
Can
want
you
my
hear me?
dog to be like dog, like simple
Can you hear me?
and my friend for as long as either of us lives.
Can you hear me?
That's all I want from my dog. And I think
I'm wondering, is there a Roll20 app for Windows, maybe? Can you guys hear me?
tiramisu is so delicious. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we got him for free. So,
Hey, free dog is better than no dog if you
yeah,
can
well,
afford to dog.
yeah,
Hello? Can
well,
you hear me?
to get
Okay, let's try this again. Maybe that's the case.
Like
Can you
hides
hear me now?
allergic, which is not good, you know. And we found a cat. It's like an F2 cat that she's not allergic to. It's from some weird Saharan desert
Can you
cat
hear me?
breed. 5.
I'm trying to zero in on this, guys. I'm working on it. I know we're taking a lot longer than expected, and I apologize for the inconvenience.
yeah.
Weird, like
Hello?
desert non-dander cat.
Yeah, because we got 2 cats also. One of them has to be kept in a cage because the Pomeranian treats him like a prison bitch. So,
Can you guys hear me?
That's rough.
yeah, it is for the cat.
Negative there, Justin. Well, you can't. Sorry, my hands were folded because I'm relaxing. All cool. I'm on break right now.
All right, I'm going to stop the stream
Man,
for just a
I
moment,
love
and I'm
doing
going
this
to be
accent,
right back with you guys,
but
okay?
I busted my lip open earlier, like early today.
help.
It just So I feel like
you guys
he
hear
just
me now?
didn't try, and except for the Fs, he really emphasizes the Fs in the show. He doesn't make this like these big Fs. I don't know why. So it's such a weird voice.
Okay.
Thank you.
You win for the guy.
I mean, we're not on the internet right now because.
Hello, can I be heard?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now it's
Yeah.
taking that. Let's
Mhm.
try to see if I can add in video. Can I be heard?
Savvy.
Can I be heard?
Video.
Yeah. We could do that eventually. We need to figure out a good setup.
Oops, wrong.
Streaming, Justin, still?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we
Yeah.
hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Are we streaming?
yeah, we're back on. We've been back on.
Okay, cool.
Is Drew set up yet, or?
We're up.
You might need to help him. I'm not sure that he I don't know. I left the Discord and then it took me like 10 minutes to figure out how to set it up. So might need to text him or call him or something. Well, of course he does.
Okay, so this is what I've discovered so far. And again, guys, I'm sorry for the interruption, but I want to get this taken care of so we can have a smooth performance next time. I'm gonna work on this in the next couple of days.
It's cool, man. What do you got?
I'm waiting for Drew to give me a response.
He's doing paperwork, man. Let's have him keep doing paperwork, and we'll go.
Yeah, I was hoping for a bar fight, but that didn't work out that way.
Well, let's see what happened with your elaborate. After your elaborate show of money.
I made it rain. Man, who'll be dinging me all day long?
Why isn't that being captured? So, while we're working on getting the window back up, we can continue the voice part. There is a nice, pretty background here for people to see. If you haven't actually seen my stream.
Every time.
So why is it not? I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way and give him a call.
No, it's fine. Let's interact with chat, bro.
Yeah, that's what's gonna have to happen.
Is Ferdinand a child? Yes or no?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Question
so,
for you, viewers. Is Ferdinand a child?
What is when you try to load it up?
Whoa, what is going on? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So log back into V20 or Roll20.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute real quick.
Oh. Okay. That might explain some things.
Never.
Yes, it does explain some things.
Here we go.
You know what? I'm gonna be lazy and just do a full capture of my left screen for now.
Yay, there I am.
Hello. I'm talking with chat. Because I thought that would be more productive.
Yeah, I have to get mine fixed on my end too, but for Do you think you can reconnect through log back in?
Ferdinand. Excuse me.
So, I guess the base answer would be what clan is Ferdinand at the end of the conversation?
He's gonna ask me. Justin, could you mute for a minute while we just talk about vampire stuff? Cool. Thank you. Yeah, Ferdinand's asked him like,
Well, that's could be potentially troubling.
yeah,
Hopefully there's no animosity towards me.
you're pretty.
Are you Papa?
Mhm.
So you don't know a whole lot of K-Knight history, do you?
No.
Either of you.
Here,
I only know if you're Papa or not Papa.
hold on. I wasn't prepared. Give me a minute.
I mean, I guess I could put on like a red hat and be like Papa Smurf since I'm kind of a wizard, but that's about the closest I could be.
Are
Man,
you a dirty
You
rat?
talk so much. Look. It's all good. We're just gonna we're
That feel
gonna
win.
pretend for a while.
So what kind of bar that serves vampires doesn't serve blood?
That's not the point.
Right?
I
Where's
was just wondering. Do you think it's a supply problem? Because I got access to tons of blood.
No. Oh god. Do I have to start from like the ground up with you? Look, okay. My mentor, Zatrakian, he was an old professor, right? He taught me things about the world, how to look at things, how to think about things. And he taught me how to be strong for myself and for the people around me. And the point of him teaching me was for me to help other people.
Mm.
What am I to do to protect everyone? You know? I don't want to go be eating people. You know? Like,
Well, I mean, you don't have to kill people to feed off of them. You know that, right?
yeah. But
So-
the point is to not have to do that, yeah? Well, you don't get it.
No, I understand that that's some kind of weird Golconda kind of thing. So
That word is just a word.
Anaconda?
Ferdinand.
I don't want none unless you got buns, hon. Anyway, so wow. You know, I don't think I've ever actually talked to K-Knights that aren't jaded and bitter and angry at everything for all past things. You guys are like fresh off the block.
Yeah, guess how we stay not angry?
By denying history and not associating with regular vampires? I don't know.
Well, there's that, yeah. And we don't just eat whatever we want and take whatever we want.
Well, neither does the Camarilla. That's a Sabbat thing.
Eat chickens. Chicken's good.
You can't just let the beast control you, yeah?
That's true. That's
gotta-
very true.
You got to rein it in.
Mm.
That's what I do.
Mhm.
I don't
So,
mind a chicken. I don't mind a cow.
well, I mean, you know, yeah, there's nothing
It's
really
better
wrong
than a
with that
person.
either.
I'd
mean, what
rather
you
eat a
should-
cow than a person.
Well, I was going to say what you should do then is you should make friends with a gangrel or a Nosferatu and have them summon that stuff to you. That way you don't have to work so hard at it.
No, we just wanted chicken tonight. We got rats back at the place.
Free chickens?
Yeah.
I guess somehow. Vampire magic.
Vampire magic.
Not for him. He's an expert.
Get chicken magic.
Chicken magic. That's right.
So many chickens.
That's right. Y'all can have all the chickens in the world.
No, chicken magic.
You want?
You listen, chicken magic.
We're not in the Caribbean. We're not Voodoo or any of that sort of thing around
Tell me
here.
1 chicken, 5 chicken, 10, 20 chicken.
That is
How-
awesome.
Chicken for days.
How about?
You
I-
smart, learn chicken magic.
I don't want to learn chicken magic, and how about I just, you know,
So
chicken coop.
so what?
No, learn chicken magic.
I have other magic to learn.
Selfish.
Oh,
You know I love chicken. Learn chicken magic. You smart, learn chicken magic.
It's not, Ferdinand. I know it's not easy.
Ask Chicken Man. He know chicken magic.
Can you? At this point, Fed's just like rubbing his forehead, like looking down, like, look. So, we don't deal with this, but there's things with other bands called clans.
So no chickens.
Hold on, no, we can have chickens. If you want chickens, we can have chickens. Okay, I'll buy a coop. We recently came upon some money.
So if I understand correctly, and read what I typed in the chat, you're looking to build a chicken chantry.
No.
Yes, chicken magic.
Where am I gonna put
I'm addressing Mr. Ferdinand.
fucking?
He's just gonna shake Fett and be like, free chickens! Magical chickens!
Fine. Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
So, okay, well, we'll put that on the back burner for now. I will consult with Vienna and see about getting a magic chicken factory.
No, don't burn the chickens.
We won't burn the chickens,
It's
trust me.
bad.
We're not going to build a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle House.
What a waffle.
So, what exactly is it that you guys do? Are you trying to avenge wrongs? Are you trying to...
I'm an exterminator. You need something gone, I make it gone.
Kill that.
So, you're kind of like a faux Asimite then.
Doubt.
I was born in 1823. Yes.
All right, everybody. I am so sorry. That took a lot longer than expected. Drew is still having technical issues, so his character kind of just starts doing paperwork. He'll be caught up on later on if he can't get it reconnected tonight. So once again, so sorry about the delay. I'm working on getting my webcam back up so you can see my ugly mug. But that being said, as the small talk continues, everyone give me alertness and awareness.
Perception and awareness, or perception and alertness?
Perception and awareness, I'm sorry.
We had a deep and meaningful conversation about chickens.
Yeah, we did.
No, I'm
money
sure...
that I was gonna spend on a Tesla, I now have to spend on at least some part of it on a functional chicken coop. Thank you.
3D dice, by the way. I forgot to enable those. See, there we go. I'm back again. For anyone who likes seeing the voices, that's not going to be a thing for right now. I have to go back and get that refixed in my off time, so to get that all corrected. we'll work on getting, while this is going on, I'm going to try and finagle so we can get a second video up here of Paul. So, you notice something as it enter, all of you notice something. It's like something gently crawling up your back has entered the building.
With that number of successes that I got on an awareness roll, I can get a vague understanding of what it is.
Like
So-
something crawling up your back.
God damn heroin addiction coming back at the worst times.
Always.
Okay. So
Fix for that.
I will open my mystical third eye and basically keep as a reflexive action our perception waiting to see if I can pick up if it's a spell, a monster, something.
Give me a Jesus Christ, I can't remember shit tonight. Perception and empathy.
No problemo. Two successes.
No.
One success.
Difficulty 8, sir.
Oh, difficulty 8. That's no problem. Let me re-roll it then.
Did you roll the wrong number of dice?
Mm-mm. I rolled the wrong difficulty. Which makes no difference because it was the same either way.
Yeah, I don't use the necessary difficulty, but I'll give it to you this time just to help out. You look down into the crowd, and there is a burly guy. He's wider. He looks wider than he is tall. At least from this angle, he looks very wide. And from this angle, and it's more from this angle, you sure it wouldn't look this way from if you're looking him face to face. He has a very, I believe the description is vivid.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a vibrant aura. It is both dark blue, and it's got tinges of red throughout, or tinges of purple throughout it.
I'm all checking my aura chart here. Let's see. Dark blue. Okay. And you said orange?
Purple.
Purple.
You don't see that.
Okay. Eh. Ferdinand, spit blood on him and reduce him to a pool of goo. This dude seems like a douche nozzle.
I mean, I'll spit on him, but that's not necessarily going to do
Oh.
anything.
Why are we going from 0 to 60? What do you?
Because this guy's aura speaks of great anger and suspicion.
So we're
And
just
that-
gonna kill him?
Aggressiveness.
Oh.
Purple is
Ugh.
aggressiveness.
Anger, aggressiveness, those are the ways of the dark side.
Does he smell weird?
Oh, what
Huh.
path did you take, Blood?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Does he look like he seems to be looking for somebody?
Yes, he does.
Mm.
Does he smell like a douchebag?
So I want
Did he
Fett
say
to give me both a dexterity and stealth first.
Okay,
Difficulty is 5 because you have the high ground.
cool. I'll take it. Sorry, my character sheet's closed. Oh, is that Drew? That might be Drew.
Ooh,
Oh, that's not good.
did I do it too?
Okay.
Mm.
No,
Mm.
it's me.
Oh, okay.
You're like, which guy? Is it him down there?
No,
Can't I do it because you just mentioned it?
no.
Alrighty then.
I'm hiding. That's me.
Now follow that up by giving me a alertness and perception. That does not work for me. Okay. You recognize this guy very much.
Great.
He is that lovely guy you made angry a couple years ago.
No. No. Fuck. Hey, is there a back door?
Why?
Bruce's character says. He points out that there's a secret entrance over by the private booth that y'all have been at.
Look, I need to cut. Ferdinand, we're going home.
Why? Dude, we're tight. We're a coterie now. You can't just cut and run. This fool giving you trouble?
No, just trust.
Are you crying?
How about
Vampires don't cry.
in 20 minutes? 20 minutes. You meet me at the pawn shop. That's a little safer. I know this guy. He's gonna wreck shit.
Is he a bruja? Is he a werewolf? What is he?
What do you think we were just talking about, my friend? Let's get out of here before.
I'm not
it gets
sure what
bad.
you were talking about. All I heard was chickens.
There you go.
All right. So since I was an Olympic javelin thrower, I throw a pull cue through his heart on our way out. No. I suppose we will pull Troon out the secret door.
All right. So you all managed to get out the secret door and slip out the back.
Is the pawn shop nearby, or are we gonna have to call another lift?
No, I got it coming.
You
We're
gotta
gonna
come.
run. Yeah.
So, what do you guys do for money? Just as a question, because
Well,
I get.
we killed a wolf the other day. Do you just talk all the time? Is that
Yes,
is that your
I'm a
job?
Tremere. That's what we do.
The Tremere I met, they don't talk that much.
Do jobs. Have jobs.
Because, my per diem from the Chantry ain't going to cover all this. Just so you know. They're going to want receipts and crap.
No worry. Do jobs get chickens? We're fine.
Look,
how about you talk to the Chantry elder about what we do?
Exterminate.
Your Daleks? Oh, my dear Lord. This is like some Alice in Wonderland hole I've fallen through. They said Texas was going to be weird. I didn't believe them.
Okay.
I just didn't believe them.
Chicken man, no. We exterminate the bad mans.
Look, imagine
We kill them, they give us money. Or chickens.
there's two sides to every coin, right? There's order, there's chaos. Yeah? So we keep the order.
Good mans.
Good mans. We kill what other people can't. We do what other people can't do.
Bad mans.
Yeah.
So, who determines who's a bad man?
Fit.
Yeah. I mean, not how to exterminate it.
Huh. Okay.
Bad man. Get chickens.
All right. Taking some notes.
Are we just a science experiment to you? Are we gonna get paid? Is this
Possibly. Apparently, an Asimite working for money is a novelty. You're supposed to get paid in blood, but that's,
Working for chickens.
just saying. And so you're a child of Osiris.
Not a child.
Not you, Fed. who has this jihadist mentality of determining who's a bad person and a good person based on some apparently random set of characteristics that I assume you get from cartoons.
What cartoon?
I think Fett punches this guy. I think Fett punches this guy.
You're a child of Osiris. What do you do? Strike me with a band-aid?
No, because
I curse you with decongestion.
hungry and frustrated, and literally been triggered 4 times this night by skin changers, and is disgusted by someone who just insulted everything that he cares about. So
Oh,
I think
oh
that
my goodness.
Fett.
Why did you not feed? Why are you what how do you feed?
I forgot.
Yeah. So I think Fett punches here, not to hurt, not to kill.
Just to draw a line.
Yeah,
Boundary reach.
just to shut him up. Like that's all he cares about.
Do you have any potence or anything like
I
that?
do have potence, but
How many dots?
I'm not gonna use it.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
So, I have been
As I-
paying attention. Give me Dex and Brawl.
I just did.
All right, give me Strength +3 plus your potence.
No, I'm not using potence.
You're not
As
using
I
the
go-
blood point for the potence, but you still get the strength
As,
naturally added in.
as I go out the side of the Uber with the door.
Yeah, oops.
Let's see, that's bashing damage.
So we're looking at soak 2 damage.
Yep.
Pimp
That might be
slap.
too much, actually. That is too much. That's 1 die too many. So drop one of them.
No, I didn't soak either. It's too bashing.
You brute!
Ah!
Look,
Dude, that's my note-taking arm.
I'm not much for conversation right now. Can you not maybe just stand there and insult me over and over again?
I'm
after I've had such
not! We're in
bad
an
night?
Uber! We're in a lift. Sorry, we're in a lift.
Didn't mean to hurt you there. It's just getting a bit of a headache, you know. I can explain more when we get back to the pawn shop if you would just, wait, like I said.
Chicken was too fast.
Hey, don't hit people unless they hit you, Ferdinand. That was bad. I'm sorry.
Okay, that was genuinely hilarious to me.
Okay. Can we fast forward? Is that possible?
Yes.
All right.
Is the Premier going to continue to ask questions?
No,
Is he?
but I'm gonna take a couple pictures. Oh, do you have Facebook?
What?
How face in book.
I described this last week, actually. There is a Facebook page for the pawn shop. It just says pawn shop. It has 4 followers, none of whom you recognize.
And it has a 2-star rating on it with no comment. From a guy that doesn't have the picture. It's
It's just the person outline.
Yeah. 2
It's all
stars, no
Kane.
comment.
That's what you find.
That's it. And that's all.
I'll just check in at the pawn shop.
All right,
got
so you
10
arrive at the pawn
seconds.
shop. It's shut down like normal at this time of night. It's carrying on. It's about midnight.
Mm-hmm. So Fett walks up and unlocks the brass gate, opens up the doors, lets everybody in, closes the brass gate behind him, locks it, and locks the front door as they enter. It mainly deals in fine jewelry and very expensive looking watches. There's some knickknacks on the walls, some kind of obscure, weird-looking weapons. Not like a typical pawn shop, you know. It looks like mainly high, expensive items. He kind of trudges begrudgingly, grunting a little bit to the back, and opens up a large security door and waves everyone into the back room.
All right, just to let everyone know, I'm done fiddling with this for the night. I'm trying to get it fixed, but I won't be able to do it tonight.
It's all good. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you get there, you realize, I'm gonna be nice for this one, Jason. Byron, give me perception
Mm-hmm.
and not Red Hulk. Perception and you didn't take rituals?
Rituals or Sabbat. I don't need rituals. I just get them as starting off. I get one for at each level or any combination mathematically.
Perception and occult then.
Okay. So that would be 5. What's the diff?
Difficulty 6.
Okay. Yay! 3 successes.
At some point, give Becky a hug for me.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, he managed to find someone to do rituals of protection against ratkin or were critter. You notice the sigils as you pass through, and if you didn't know what you were looking for, you would have completely missed it.
So, yeah. All right, that's okay. I'm just gonna kind of take a Flavor Flav pimpin' clock and put it on and continue into this place.
Are you gonna pay for that?
No, because I ain't gonna take it out of here.
Okay.
No break. You break, you buy.
If I break, but
Oh
it's
my
not
God.
Flavor Flav. So,
So Fet's gonna kind of shamble almost tiredly over to a bookcase, well, a series of bookcases on the wall, and reach up and pick up a very heavy looking book that seems to be bound in a metal, and he sets it down. Boom. And he says, okay, look, this is the book that I learned from, that my master learned from. It's the Ognum Illuminatum. Can never remember the name.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway.
Details.
Ferdinand, no touch.
Not yet. Not yet. You're not there yet, Ferdinand. You're a little too wily.
No touch.
It shows all these different techniques and everything, and he kind of like leafs through it, not enough that you can actually see anything, but enough that you can see that there's a bunch of detailed pictures of different anatomy, of different were creatures, of different rituals that have a lot of Egyptian symbolism in them. And he says, this is what I read, this is what I learned from, this is what I follow. Yeah. And he just like takes it and puts it up. My master taught me to care for humans, unlike other banks. Taught me that it, like I do, care about humans. And he took that and showed me how you can use it more to protect everyone, to protect the system, you know?
Gentle touch.
Rather than having the munchers run around eating people, having the skin changers run around stinking up the place, having mad vamps and mad animals just eat everything. I'm the person you call when, you know, you got a wolf pack hunting you for some unjust reason, because they want to rip your head off because, you know, you lived there for 400 years. Yeah. Does that make sense now?
Unfortunately, yes. So, I think this is going to be the start of a beautiful, philosophically enlightening relationship with us.
Again with the words, man. Can you like tone it down like 4 notches? Oh.
All right. So as this conversation is going on, and Drew's can't get this fixed, we'll work on that later on, maybe this week. Can anyone hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, I didn't see my blue bar there for a moment. You realize it is getting a little bit later. The philosophy continues to just keep coming out. And what are y'all going to do? Are y'all just going to sit around this place for a while?
I don't have a problem with that. My character is just. I feel like I have just encountered some feral wolf children from the woods combined with Japanese soldiers who don't understand that the war ended. And this is this whole insanity. It's like I am truly convinced that Fett's sire / mentor was actually a Malkavian. Because everything he just said means he should kill Anarchs too. But as a loyal Camarilla Tremere, I will have to shape these 2 dull knives into very, very sharp blades. After all, Fett is the one that determines who bad people are, and I can help Fett figure out who bad people are.
All right. So, Jason, give me alertness
Yeah.
perception, and followed by alertness and awareness and perception.
I think they're the same for me. Yes.
Alertness first, awareness second.
Well, they're the exact same role, so I'm just gonna do 2.
Okay. And give me one more, Byron, give me wits and occult one more time real quick. So, as you're doing that, Fett has been keeping an eye out towards the window. You notice a few more cars than normal drive past your building at this time. They just drive by. If you were to make an educated assumption, they're looking for you, but they don't know where you are. As Byron thinks about the sigils he saw, the new moon, which is about 2.5 weeks away. No, it's the full moon, which is about 3.5 weeks away, will be rising, and whatever protection that was there will be gone.
So just how many people have you guys made angry?
How many hairs you got on your head there, friendo?
All bad mans.
And
you want to hear the story of our last friend?
Bad mans that is dead now.
Sure. It seems that you guys have had rather bad luck with friends anyway.
Yeah. Stole my car.
Uh-huh.
Killed people.
Uh-huh.
Got killed.
By?
And then stolen. We're not long on friends. That's why we got each other, right, Ferdinand?
And you have me now.
Sure.
So, what's up with all the people like outside your pawn shop? They looking to sell something, or what's up with that?
By the way, they were just driving by. They weren't necessarily looking at the pawn shop. They just drove by it.
Friday night, you know?
Nerds.
Yeah.
Nerds.
Actually,
Ferdinand nods and
chronology,
acts
it's
like he knows
Saturday night.
something.
Yeah,
Saturday night,
Saturday.
even better. Saturday night. Who knows?
Nerds. Nerds love to drive. Ferdinand says that like it's a fact, and he's very aware of what's going on.
Wow.
Probably things that he has been told.
Hey, that condescending judging thing. If you want to stick around, that might have to change.
Yes, you will change. Yes, you will.
As you stare into the camera. Dun dun dun. Sorry, I have my goofy moments at the moment.
It's all right. They are going to be awesome to take to court with me.
Are y'all planning on doing anything else besides waxing philosophically for the next?
No,
For the
I
rest of the
mean,
evening.
he said he was hungry. I don't know if he has blood here to feed on. Are you injured?
No.
No, because you said you got your ass whooped a few different times and were starving or something.
That's not what I said. There was no ask. Listen, guy, I invite you into my house, into my shop. I show you my best secret.
On this the day
I on this the day of my friend's death.
Wait, that sound like a very good friend if he stole your car and started killing people.
How about this?
We don't have a lot of friends.
How about I go take a nap, you take a nap, you go wherever you go, away from here, and we'll meet for discussion
Scones?
tomorrow. Because right now, I'm at my end, man.
I should have taken more dots and dominate.
All right. So does Byron head home?
Yeah, I'm gonna head back to the Chandri. Oh, before we go, hey, Ferdinand.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw what I did, but
No.
I threw a little selfie action.
Hi.
I'm definitely putting this on my Facebook.
You have got to be one of the weirdest people I've ever met in my life.
Ferdinand just comes out looking confused and filthy in that picture.
Fet's
Great.
eyes are unusually large and agitated.
The
All right.
CPS shows up at the pawn shop.
So as you get back to the Chantry, Dr. Graves, the senior, because there's there's 4 Dr. Graves in here right now, as they all take Jesus, what is his name? I can't remember names for a minute for me. What was Senior Graves' name?
Rickard
Graves. He is kind of. He looks like he just finished punishing someone. You figure it's because of the rumors about his favorite child. Although being newish, he comes up to you. How are you adapting to the city?
Well, just interesting. Apparently, there's a child of Osiris and an Asimite running wild without direction on the streets. I think this is an opportunity that we can't ignore.
A child of Osiris?
Indeed.
I bet you he was involved with Sweet Mick. And you can feel the condescension off of his voice as if it was pea soup. That Mick. I haven't heard anything back from the sheriff or the prince or anyone else in power right now about his blood hunts. I hope I'm the one that finds him.
Well, I will definitely keep you informed. They have had quite a different upbringing than is expected of their particular clans, and I think that with a little persuasion and gentle nudging, that we can definitely get benefit from this.
Excellent. That. And already you are better than all of my childhood.
Glory to the pyramid.
Who the fuck is this guy? What the fuck is going on here?
That's a real thing.
Illuminati confirmed.
Yeah.
The Tremere actually have this pyramid of power that is a legit thing. He's like, well, it be. Please enjoy the library. I open up all the God damn it, I don't know what to call it. Intermediate rituals to you. And he will saunter off in front of the a safe distance from the fire. But he will saunter off to the fire and sit down in front of it with a book.
Yes.
Going back over to Fett, how are you going to go out hunting, sir?
Fett's probably not. He's probably just jump into the sewers and literally find some rats and eat them.
All right, give me
You're gonna
what's
run
your-
into like a naked Nosferatu down there. What are you doing?
I have.
Where's your potence?
Just
I have
slap.
potence, and I also have friend of the underground.
No. What's your level of potence?
2.
Yeah, you have no problem pulling up the sewer grates.
Yeah.
You get down there, and you find some rats, but give me Dex and Athletics to try and catch them.
All right.
Uh-huh.
If you want to come down in the stinky sewer to hunt with me, I think I got it.
Yeah, you managed to scoop up about 3 rats, which is good enough for 6 blood points.
I'm gonna eat 2 and save 1,
Okay.
so I'll get 4 back.
4 in your blood pool, and you have to cage the rat.
Yeah, I'm gonna cage him.
Okay, nothing.
Yeah,
All right. Do you have? I forget if you have a cult.
I do have a cult.
I
I have 1 occult. Ferdinand has more, I believe.
Wits and a cult. This is
Okay.
more affecting you unless you tell her about what I'm. As you come back in, you pass by the sigils. You're used to
Mhm.
seeing them,
Yeah.
and you know there's some sort of protection.
Okay.
And their power seems to be waning.
Hmm.
You have no idea how long it is, and you don't even know what the sigils do.
This will be interesting. I'm gonna pull out my phone and I'm gonna text Rickard. Be like, I did you a favor. Can you do me a favor? Question mark.
You get a text back, I paid you. That's not a favor.
Whoa, dude. No, he's supposed to be. He's a dick. You're like, he's supposed to be a dick. That's the entire point of the character. Fett's gonna send back. I'm just being friendly. I need protection from skin changers. Can you help?
I'll send someone over to look over the wards.
Thank you.
Rickard Stent, Dr. Graves gets up, walks into the library. Byron.
Didn't take long, did it?
Are you familiar with I believe he's a Bruja. His name is Mr. Fett.
That's the child of Osiris,
That is a child of Osiris.
with a very confused upbringing. He's apparently an iconoclast, a child of Osiris, who thinks that he's a Bruja.
Well, that makes this a little more interesting. His he is concerned about his ward against lupines on his
Yeah,
shop.
it's gonna go down with the next moon. So
Interesting.
I just find it fascinating that they've managed to piss off Farah enough to need a ward on a pawn shop. Oh crap! I forgot to take off my Flavor Flav clock. So I've got this big old giant
Hold on one
gold
second.
clock.
That's mean, and you know it. Sorry, my wife just walked in and showed off her new pants. At least I get to see her in it tomorrow at the wedding. Woohoo.
Let's go.
Sorry. Easily distracted, Justin. There's a butterfly.
Mm-hmm. But I was planning on heading back to the pawn shop tomorrow anyway to start my plan. So I'll be happy to take a look at and see if there's anything we can do to shore it up.
Well, if you are not familiar with the ritual, please take a look through it. If he is a child of Osiris, as you say he is, we'll bargain for his blood.
Indeed. I've already planted the seeds of that in his mind.
And you get a text back. My man will be my
Apprentice.
My apprentice. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to think of my man doesn't work.
I don't know nothing about no blood rituals, massa.
One of my apprentices will be there tomorrow.
Do you want to be me?
I mean, it's still technically early.
No, I'm gonna send back. Could you send someone quiet and not send someone that doesn't ask a lot of questions? I've had a rough night.
Well, your night may be rough, but tomorrow will be a new day. And he sends that as a text, and he looks over at Byron. What is it with Childer these days?
I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and take a Canaanite's Guide to How to Be a Vampire, 5 easy lessons to understanding the Camarilla, just a stack of Childer books, ones with pictures so they don't have to read a lot.
And remember, when you're feeding, lick the wound after, even if they're a disgusting hobo who has caked on blood. Or filth.
Sweat, bro. Doesn't matter if I don't have to eat humans.
All right. So, he does send you the text message. I'm going to send you one of my best. He will be there tomorrow evening.
Okay.
And he sits back down in front of the fire and continues to read his book.
I'm gonna. Fett is going to read over his Ogmum.
Okay.
And Ferdinand's probably going to continue playing dress-up games.
So the next night rolls around, and everyone spend a blood point because you have to wake up.
Yay!
And as soon as we're able to get Drew taken care of, he can join back in. I think I'm gonna have to have him bring his laptop over to my house because we don't live too far away, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So he can I can sit down and I can fix his computer problems.
Yeah.
He could also he would then roll. He might appreciate that because he might be able to roll in front of you. And
No, I mean actually fix whatever computer issue he has. That way he can still play from home and it's a seamless experience.
Okay.
So, as you wake up, there you are.
Hello.
I had to download Chrome like you said. It wasn't taking it through Firefox.
All right, so this is what you missed. A
Okay.
very angry guy showed up to the club. Fett said, "Let's boogie. Is there any other way out?" And due to the persuasiveness of the situation, you showed him the secret exit. That way y'all could get out without getting torn apart.
A really big guy just showed up. Just
From your angle, he looked wider than he was tall. You do end up making it back to the club later on. The paperwork is completed. And from there, we're going to pick up on the following night. As Fett and blah blah blah, Jesus, Ferdinand. I just watched that movie too. I should be able to remember that name. As Ferdinand wake up, what do y'all begin the night doing?
Fett's gonna go hunting for some more rats to try to top himself off a little bit more.
Alertness. You still have a free rat.
Yeah, I wanna try to get a pair so that way I can have a couple more.
Okay. Give me alertness perception.
Actually, no, I'm gonna buy chickens. Screw it. I'm gonna kill that rat. I'm gonna
Okay.
eat him. And then I'm gonna make arrangements to buy a Tesla and a chicken coop. And
All right.
my friend to await the Tremere to come, I guess.
Okay. So for Ardith,
okay.
you realize that the previous night was kind of weird. Although you made it back to your haven, all the paperwork has been finalized. It just has to go through the lawyers and be actually quote unquote finalized. And because of that, the club is more or less in your name now. And do you stop by the club first thing?
I do. I go and read from my book. I have a book I like to read when I wake up. Take a drink of like not a blood pack, but like wine and blood in a bottle, and then I head over to the club.
All right. So you arrive at the club. He has all the paperwork ready for you. He's like, "Please, come on, please. Not just the drop."
I look at the paperwork to make sure it looks good.
Paperwork is good.
Alright, but not here.
Come on, we can just do it upstairs. It won't take long. Please.
Like I said, not here. We go upstairs. Go, go.
He races you. You're surprised he has not put on a bib at this point.
Okay, I get back in my car and I leave. No, I'm just kidding.
You're like, deuces, I'm out.
That's a bold move, Cotton.
I go up and I actually give him blood.
Oh, and as he drinks from you, his eyes roll back into his head, and he just, oh, that tastes so good. I'm gonna go to the office real quick and change my pants. And he literally walks off to go and change his pants.
Oh my.
And we switch over to Byron. This is
Wow.
just to get us back
Very
into the
wow.
groove because we finally got our last player back.
So, all right, I'm going to show up at the pawn shop like an hour after sunset with a satchel full of books for my eager pupils.
And at this point, the pawn shop's still open. It stays open till 10. You take a look at the sigils again, and you realize that, yeah, at the next full moon, whoever put this here, the magic will fade, and it'll be done.
So, Fett, who put these up to begin with?
I don't
Doesn't
know.
know.
Were they just here when you got this place, or what's the deal?
Look, I found a safe place and I bought it, okay?
So they were here when you got the place.
I thought I asked for no questions.
The person who does not question is but a sheep to be led to slaughter.
Hey, look. Can you just look? Here's how I work. Okay, maybe this will help you understand. Someone asks me to do something. I say 2 words to them.
And what are those 2 words? Yes, sir.
Jason, are you there?
That was a very dramatic pause.
So while we're waiting for Jason to get back, Drew, what
I
is
figured the words would have been "fuck off," but you know.
what does Ardith do in the meantime?
Why? Oh, why he's going and getting himself changed?
Yeah, because basically the club is in your possession now. But last time you left off with the Asamite and the Bruja,
Mhm.
they were back at their pawn shop.
Well, the club's up and running. I'm going to head over to the pawn shop. I am going to text, was it Ferdinand? Well, no, I don't know what kind of response I get from Ferdinand. I'm going to text Ferdinand anyways and say I'm on my way over.
Victoria? Okay, no response. So they might
Okay,
actually
I'm
be
just
having
gonna show
computer
up.
issues. So
I take that as acquiescence to drink my blood while while we're waiting.
take my vitae.
It will help you, trust me, on this.
Knows enough not to get blood bonded. Not that much more.
I mean, do I have time to go off on a quick hunt?
Yeah, you can hunt there in the bar. Remember, you have your own private club. You can go down, pull up a lady, and they'll go, oh my.
Yeah, we need to work on getting that bar stocked with blood for us vampires, too.
Already is.
Yeah.
I asked, and no one said that it was. They looked at me like I was insane.
Remember, Drew was having issues and Discord was being
Oh.
fucky?
Still need to figure out what these Canaanites' problem are. I'm telling you, dude, it's like Mad Max and the little feral boy.
So, you don't have a problem hunting. How many blood points do you take from your poor victim?
We'll see. How many blood points did I give to what's his name, the manager?
Just one. You don't need to give him more than that. Unless you want to give him more.
No, the one's fine. Then I think I'm still down. Well, I had one. I gave it away, so I'm pretty much gonna hunt for 2.
Okay, not a problem. She looks a little woozy, but, you know, you're at a bar. Woozy is not uncommon. So,
Does she look nice?
does it matter?
No, I don't know. I might want to bond her and make a vessel for her. Then I can drink her anytime I want. And she'll always be at my bar.
Well, she's always at the bar anyways, but it's a bar.
That's fine.
If you want to
yeah.
give her a point of blood too, you can do that. There's Jason. He's typing. So you make it over to the pawn shop, and you actually meet up with Byron outside before he goes inside. You remember him being the guy who showed up last night and was chit-chatting and looking at you guys like you were a bunch of lions in the Serengeti.
I assume you're here to see Ferdinand and Fett?
Yes, and you?
I'm here to educate them.
Hold on, you have to do it right. Educate.
Educate.
In big old quotation marks.
I see. And of what clan do you hail?
I'm a Tremere. How about you?
Anarch, Asimite.
What is up with all you anarchs? You guys are just, I don't know. So, are you aware of how your clan works and the manner in which you interact with other Canites?
I am. Are you?
Indeed so. Unfortunately, Ferdinand is not. You should be teaching Ferdinand what it means to be an Asimite.
By the way, I'm assuming this conversation is not happening in front of any customers.
You know, we're outside, just having a smoke, you know.
Sitting down a bus station, you know,
Yeah,
chatting.
you know. Yeah, sitting at the bus stop.
Rush hour, you know, stopping people.
Yeah,
telling
we
them
can hear you.
stories.
Okay, cool.
So before he actually goes inside, you see him talking to Ardith outside. That way we
Cool.
didn't have any dead space.
I brought some books for them to read. We should go inside. They look like they're ready for us now.
Wait, how the fuck did that get over there?
So you get in there. He's like, I wanted someone who didn't talk so much. Whenever someone asks me to do something, I say 2 words and go.
And then they say 3 words back, and then I say 4 more words, and then I go and do the thing, and then I come back, and that's it.
You know, you really shouldn't ask Jason those 2 words because that seems to be really bad to the gremlins.
Can you do
Is
that
it
for
like
me?
3 she cells?
Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
So then you are content with your life as a tool, or do you aspire to be better and more?
No, that's not the point. The point is,
I am no one's tool.
I work
See?
my shit,
The other Asimite understands.
and you do your shit. How's this hard? What? Artist, can you put some sense into this madman? You're a businessman, right?
Well, I can fix the wards for you.
Okay, good.
You just
do
need to
that.
read these books for me.
You are very
about
talkative compared
you
to
just
last Tremere.
Do what you got to do, and I'll do what I got to do.
Yes, and what you have to do is read these books. I think that's a fair trade. Knowledge for knowledge.
No. I'm good. I got plenty of reasons of my own. Thank you.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Fett. You seem to be good.
Yeah,
you seem to understand how the world works.
He's gonna like lead through them and just be like,
Oh, because I don't
No,
hear
I'm
anybody
good.
else talking except for you.
Thank you, and just like hand it back to you. Like, how about you just fix my wards for me, or you talk to your elder about it? Yeah.
I don't even hear the god above mentioning anything.
In tool
Hey,
settings
artist,
in the
what
upper right, do you see where it says receive voice and video?
Hello.
Are you talking to me again?
I can hear you. Can you
Yeah,
hear
we
me?
can hear you.
Yeah, we don't have a problem hearing you, Drew.
I don't think you
Oh,
can.
good. I can hear you now. That's fine. Good.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Like,
you do remember what Dr. Graves wanted, right?
Not 100%. What did he
He
say?
wanted to.
Nope, just reminding Byron what Dr. Graves actually
I understand.
wanted. Okay.
I understand what he wants. All paths lead to the same.
Like, have you ever
Oh,
like,
you're asking
imagine
Byron. You
when,
weren't asking me.
Yeah.
someone
I don't
who
remember. I know we barely talked to the guy.
has
Seeley
like a
mentioned
foreigner
very
looks
little about
through
him,
like
except
a
that
English
he was
magazine,
very
right?
quiet.
Like
and
someone who has no concept of
hated a lot
whatever
of
they're
people.
reading. Like, that's how Fett looks when he was like leafing through these books, and he's just like,
I understand, and I literally grabbed the Childer's Guide to Being a Vampire books.
yeah, he's like, no, I'm good. I think I'm good. How about you just, do your thing, and I'm gonna go see if I can get another job, or if my car's coming. Yeah, I need a new car. let's do one of those. I'm not into this whole vampire thing. I thought you would understand that.
And how about you, Ferdinand?
Ferdinand is currently passed out because she worked with screaming children, but Ferdinand is just gonna kind of like continue making dress-up games and like look at one of the picture books.
I can't hear Jason at all.
For the sake of brevity, we'll take a picture book in case Victoria does want to look at it later. But like nothing serious. Neither one of them is really interested at all.
Hey, oh, there is a word versus schools.
It's the first one you learn.
So, Mr. Byron, I guess you don't really understand how San Antonio works.
I just got rid of Jason.
Right?
I understand exactly how Anarchs and Camarilla work. What I don't understand is what you do.
Hold on. You don't seem to. Because the way San Antonio works is we leave each other alone unless something big's happening. And I know that something big's happening, and you don't. So how about you do your thing, and I try to see if I can, fix some major problems, yeah?
And how did that work out for you yesterday when you got carjacked?
How did my face through your fit or my fist through your face? Yeah, you want to play that one again? Yeah. I got things to do. I have very important things to do. So do you. And he's gonna kind of like walk over towards Drew. Are you there?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Walk over towards Ardith and be like, "Hey, man, how about we let him do his thing? I got something I want to talk about with you in the back."
Are you guys talking to Jason on a different system?
No, same system.
Because I can't hear Jason at all.
Try reconnecting again.
Reconnecting to him?
No.
I can hear all of you.
Click on the cog again.
And then click on reconnect.
Reconnect, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I did it.
Jason, say something.
Test.
Did you hear him that time?
Nope.
Testing.
It wouldn't be a Cool Imp stream without technical issues. Jason, can you try reconnecting for me, please?
Yes.
And you understand what it would take for the Ward versus Lupines, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that difficult.
And it's a ritual you can actually know because you can know one level 3 ritual.
Mm-hmm. Indeedly so.
Hello.
Hello.
Ah, there he is.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So how about Mr. Blood Magic do his blood magic, and I got to talk to you about something. It's pretty important.
Very well. Where were you?
I don't think he can hear you still.
No, I can hear everybody.
No, Andrew.
Drew.
Yeah.
Did you hear him?
Yeah, I hear him.
I think he's stuck. His little blue bar is stuck.
Wait, hear who? Jason or Byron?
Jason.
Yeah, I can hear Jason.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Everybody can hear everybody.
I can hear everybody.
I don't think Drew can hear anyone at this point.
No, you can't hear Drew.
Mm-mm.
Drew can hear us. Oh my god.
The wonders of streaming multiple people. Yay!
Yeah.
Is Byron actually talking?
No.
He was.
He was. Okay.
So, Jason, say something off the wall.
Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers.
What did he just say, Drew?
Peter Piper picked a pick of pickled peppers.
All right. So he just asked you to talk to him privately. Go.
Hey.
Yeah.
You remember what happened with Mik, right? With the munchers, with the Sabbat?
No, I was not privy for most of this. I was back in the club. What happened?
Look, before Mik decided to off himself or whatever the fuck he did. This Bishop Johnson came and contacted him and was trying to recruit him. And he arranged a meeting for all of us. And I told him not to go. And I told him to stay away. And now, in that meeting, apparently, I wasn't there, fuck that. But apparently, the Sabbat said they're coming for San Antonio. They're going to take it back. I'm not on good terms with the prince. I probably shouldn't talk to him. Given what happened last night. Maybe we could figure out a way to let him know this. Or maybe we got to start hunting for some munchers. I don't know which way is best. What do you think?
I do remember this conversation. Your friend Mick was mentioning that they were coming.
Yeah, he said he saw 2 cars. Remember, there's always at least 2 more.
Violeta saw 2 cars.
Oh, I'm sorry. Violeta saw 2 cars. There's always at least 2 more, right?
Getting in bed with Sabbat is very dangerous.
You're telling me.
I should know.
So, we could do this guerrilla style. We could do this white knight style. All I remember is I tried to call the sheriff like 20 times last night. Fucker wouldn't pick up his phone. I think someone stole it. So we might have to take things into our own hands. Or maybe talk to the anarchs. I don't know, man. This is something big, and we got to take care of it. We got to get ahead of this wave. Because if we don't, we're probably all dead. I'm not ready to die. I still got shit.
I know Steely.
Thank you, Byron.
Was. I know Steele was not very good with how would you say, court sort of attitude. He's not very good in court, but
you think I am?
Yeah, no, you're not.
I could call the sheriff for y'all. He'd listen to me.
I am probably not as well known, but I can try to talk to the prince for you.
I don't know. I feel like we need somebody on the inside, somebody we can trust. You got anybody like that?
Justin, do I still have the? Well, no, no point, because the sheriff isn't even answering.
Well, how about this? It's always best to, or good to pray for the best and work for the worst, right? So how about we work on both fronts? If I was a Sabbat, where would I be?
Graveyards.
Yo,
hey, Drew.
am I hearing voices?
Hey, Drew.
No, I have Auspex. I'm shouting this crap from the other side of the store.
Drew, do me a favor. Reconnect one more time, please.
Oh my god.
Like I said, it's not a cool stream unless there's a technical bug somewhere.
Okay, check.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Good.
Okay. So while y'all are talking about this, Byron has shut down your store. And he has a bucket of blood. It was in the case. Whole bunch of blood. And
he doesn't know, but I filed some silver off his book.
You did not. I mean that room. You would crunch head.
And even though y'all are talking, and over the course of this time, it takes about 45 minutes. He seems to renew the seals. All the sigils seem to be working again at full power. Again, you don't know who did it before, but based on what he's done, it should work for another month beyond what they originally were.
I'll add that to my notes. So I've got, what, 7 weeks? 6 weeks? Okay. All right.
Did you do something else during the meantime, sir?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not telling you.
Oh. Okay. Okay. So when y'all are done, when he's done with the ritual, what does Byron do? Because they're still talking about trying to find an
No.
outsider.
That's what I keep saying. I'm like I said, I'm all like, "Oh, keep away the evil ship." You know, they don't take your calls because y'all are anarchs, and
Every
that would look
time
bad.
he does that, I literally stop talking and I get closer and whisper, like he's triggering my paranoia. Like I'm not getting listened to by this weird, freaky hat spy man who's
If
trying
you're
to feed
looking,
me propaganda.
if you look for sabotage, your best bet would be to look in cemeteries, just so you know.
Hey, artist, what the fuck is up with this guy?
I thought he was your friend.
I don't know who this guy is. Then. He won't shut the fuck up. Look, let's postpone this conversation until we. I don't know. Try to talk to somebody.
Very well. Or maybe we send him to go talk to Prince. Tell him to tell the Prince what Mick said.
Remember
See
the
how
last
that
time?
go.
Remember the last time somebody new came into the court? All of them died. Maybe
Yeah,
let's not do that.
but were they anarchs or were they a respected member of the Tremere clan with status and influence?
Hey, you like your tongue, right? You want to keep it?
Oh, I'm sorry. The proto Bruja is getting upset over logic.
Are you done out there?
Apparently not.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go check. Is he done?
I'm just like sitting on a counter, like thumbing through a magazine.
Not done yet. Here.
Nope.
Ooh.
Hey, I don't like jackasses. Okay,
Really? Because that's pretty much what anarchs
I'm gonna
are.
grab him and I'm gonna pick him up like above my head.
Give me a strength roll.
I'm gonna spend a blood point.
Is Byron going to resist?
No, Byron is going to make him spend all his blood.
You did grab onto him.
Mm-hmm. Spend a point of willpower.
I'm going to use sign of thought and spend an additional blood point.
So he spends
So-
3 blood points on top of that,
Nope.
too.
Nope, I have Bardo, bro.
How does that stop me from making you spend blood points?
I have sign of thought. It prevents magical abilities. That's what it does.
Give me dexterity and occult.
Whom?
You.
Okay. I'll spend a willpower on this as well. Because I have Fanatic and Survivor.
Oh my god. No wonder.
Survivor doesn't count here because you initiated the fight.
Fanatic does, though, I think.
I mean, you can spend willpower,
actually,
whatever.
You can't do that because you have a grasp on him. Or were you grabbing with only one hand?
If he's going to use blood magic on me, I'll let go with one hand. And
Okay.
make it count.
So you still burn 1 extra blood point.
Okay.
It reduces his number of successes by the number of your successes.
Yeah. And I'm at this point, the hand is gonna close over his face and says, "If you do that again, you're really gonna regret it. How about you don't fuck with me anymore, and you get the shit out of my fucking pawn shop right now. And I'm just gonna like toss him out.
Still, I need a strength roll from you.
Oh yeah, sure.
Remember, unless you're spending the blood point for potence, you add in your extra dots of potence.
No, I did spend in the blood point.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he has you pretty handily lifted up,
That's fine.
and he tosses you out.
That's all right. I'll just get back up and walk back in. It'd be like, that's interesting.
Nope. Locked. Everything locked.
I'm a 9th generation vampire. There is no such thing as locked to me.
Okay, friend.
I just push the door open. I'm like, oh,
I have a large brass, like anti-theft device that is now locked and in place, as well as a bolted door. So, good luck with that. Good luck with breaking and entering into my stronghold. I really want to see you do that.
sure, a feat of strength. I could spend blood to raise my strength up to a 6. Actually, I can raise it up to an 8 for 3 turns.
Go for it. Do it.
Are you guys seriously going to do this right now?
I don't know what the fuck's up with him, man. He just started fucking with my head. Can you tell him to go the fuck away, please? Can you tell him? I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna call Rickard.
Remember, you put hands on me first.
And show it to him and call him.
All right. He answers, yes.
Hey, that guy you sent over, he fucked with my head, and now he's trying to break into my pawn shop. Can you tell him to get the fuck away from me, please? Sorry to be disrespectful, and sorry to interrupt. I know you're a busy man.
He messed with your head? How?
He made me sped my blood.
And why did he do that?
Because I wanted him to get out, and he would not get out.
So I'm assuming you only asked him politely?
Oh, I asked him many times to be quiet and to leave, and he did not. Now, yep, there it is. He's going for my brass anti-theft device. The cops are going to get called.
With a flaming green sword, no less, too.
And he's apparently has a sword. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's up with this guy. Bye. Good luck. And I'm going to hang up.
Byron does get a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
I don't know. Apparently they can't figure out how to talk to the prince or anyone in the Camarilla side of the city to try and warn them about the Sabbat, and I merely offered to be their intermediary, and that somehow offended him, so he grabbed me.
So he attacked you first?
Absolutely.
Were you eavesdropping again? Oh.
Unfortunately, that's a Tremere thing.
And should I have someone go through your mind, I won't find that this is any different?
Nope. I would happily open my brain.
You get another phone call back.
Whatever, I'll answer, sure.
Did you lay hands on him first?
Maybe. I don't know, man. All I know is he was eavesdropping on me. I told him to stop, and I asked him to leave multiple times. I get kind of angry, sometimes. I may have grabbed him, and then he tried to make me use all my blood, and I had to stop, defend myself. Yeah. I don't appreciate it when people just won't fucking leave from my home when I ask them to.
And you need an in with the prince, right?
That might be nice, but right now I'm more concerned with, oh, yep, there's the cops. Great. Hey, look, how about I talk about this later? Because your jackass friend just fucked me over. I was supposed to get a Tesla today. Thank you.
Actually, no one's called the cops.
No, I have an anti-theft device. This is a secure place.
He hasn't actually done anything to the door yet. He has merely drawn apparently a flaming green sword, which I was unaware of.
Yeah, no, burning blade.
Yeah. Well, I was under the impression, I'm sorry, that he was attacking my barrier.
No, he is not attacked yet.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to disarm the alarm and flick him off and like wave him away and go back inside to Arden.
You get a text, Byron.
Mm-hmm.
Wait outside. I'm willing to bet his head will cool in a moment.
I'm sure it will, as it's laying on the floor. No.
So Byron just sits down outside. Do you put away the sword?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
just like, do.
Fuck me, artist. Who the fuck? What the fuck is up with Californians, man? Like,
Admittedly, you just met Ardith yesterday.
I know that's the point, but he's the only one that's there. That's just like stress talking. Like, fuck. Okay. Hey,
How do you think I feel? I meet you guys. You guys want to go and you want to fight. You want to go and do punch. You want to go and eat chickens. What is up with you?
look, I had a good life. Yeah, I went and I killed things. They died. I came back. Everything was good. And it seems like in the past 2 days, that's just been absolutely fucked.
Mm-hmm. Because you're not playing by the rules.
Oh my god. All right. I'm gonna send a text to Rickard and be like, please, I'm asking very nicely, please have him leave. I can't.
He responds with, "Do you still need an in with the prince?"
I'm working on that. He's not helping. Like,
He responds with,
"This isn't to be antagonizing towards you. Like, this is like."
Oh no! You don't understand. Like, this is how my character deals with anarchs because that's how anarchs are.
Yeah, I know,
Like,
but I wanted to make
anarchs
sure that you
only
understand.
respect force. So I'm like, you want to do that, dude? I will go straight to the max. Yeah, no. You're cool. No worries.
Okay, cool.
now mind you, I told you this, and it's because you're come from California. The anarchs in San Antonio are basically Camarilla Light.
Yeah, I understand. Paul understands that. Byron does not.
Just making sure.
Yep. No, that's why I'm like, oh, he wants to fisticuffs this. Indeed. All right.
So he says that's going to be your in. The prince is not taking anarchs at the moment.
Oh, fucking A. Artist.
I swear, whenever I hear Byron talk and his character laughing, all I can think about is like the Joker or the Trickster with magic.
Yeah.
Indeed so.
Artist. It's this guy.
Steampunk Joker with magic.
Rickard wants us to talk to this fucking guy, this mouth. Can you talk to the mouth?
Sure, why not? It's been a great day for doing all sorts of stuff. Opening a club, owning the club, feeding people, getting my club destroyed. Hey.
No, your club was not destroyed.
No,
Okay,
yeah.
fine. Somebody going down the back end and like having to leave somebody out secret exits because apparently this monstrosity has thrown its face.
Look, man, I have a lot of enemies. I don't have very many allies. I think maybe you're an ally. I want to try
Who
to.
do you think I am, even if you're being a douche right now?
Oh my god.
Alright, I'm gonna go out and talk to what was your name again? Byron?
It's Byron. Dude, it's all like some fucking cops episode of Domestic, or like a gay couple fighting.
No, I'm simply imagining that episode of Cops. Are you sure you're not a vampire? Yes.
I'm sure.
You're pretty pale.
I'm sure.
Did he turn you into a vampire?
No, he just slapped me. That's all.
We're horrible people. Okay, sorry to interrupt. Continue.
So Byron, you are from the Camarilla, yes?
Indeed so.
But not the Camarilla here.
It doesn't matter. I'm a Tremere.
Yes, of course. One Tremere, all Tremere.
Mm-hmm. And one member of the Camarilla, all members of the Camarilla. Just like you guys are members of the Camarilla, even if you don't accept that.
People accept water and states, some they accept fire.
Very true. Very true.
We have issue. What the hell is he going in Russian? Oh, this is terrible. It's essentially like this. Mik, who is no longer with us,
Mm-hmm.
had a run-in with the Sabbat. The Sabbat
Mhm.
said that they were coming to San Antonio.
Well, makes sense. Mexico is their territory, and it's not like we're all that far away.
True, and they are coming soon. Apparently, however, Mik explained it to the prince, not go so good. And then they hunt him. Yes, they hunt him for like wild sport, hunting dogs and cows and stuff like that. It's fun.
Was he a member of the Sapod at one point?
No,
And
I
what
don't know.
reason was given
Out
for his
of
blood
character
hunt?
was he?
No,
No.
That's what I thought.
but as a reminder, Sealy was known to be a Sabat sympathizer, or no, former Sabater, and MC Mixtape was a Sabat sympathizer.
Okay.
And this is Byron doesn't know it so much because he's only been here a short time.
Well, no, that's why I'm asking is why did the prince blood hunt him then?
We don't know.
According to what Sealy said, he may have done things not of Camarilla.
So
Out of
he
character,
now-
you are aware that he broke the masquerade big time.
Mm.
This is not, you knew about that when you first came to the city. Because it's only been a couple days. Everyone knows he broke the masquerade.
Yeah.
Byron knows because he was one of the people doing techno magic trying to cover up said masquerade breach.
Mm.
You know, you watch videos
Oh,
when ravers go mad.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. So, you have a credibility problem is what it boils down to. So,
Yes,
are you
well, I only know Sealy's short time when he find me, so I don't know much about the court.
Yeah, and it's not typical that a sheriff or scourge will take calls from an anarch. That doesn't look good for them either. So you've got a twofold problem. You want to talk, you want somebody in the Camarilla to listen, and you want to fight the Sabbat. So you combine the two. We go find Sabbat and bring them to the prince to show that it's real and not just the random ravings of an anarch.
Well, Mick had an anarch friend that we could have talked to, but I never met him.
Well, you are an Assamite, which means you are an independent, so people won't trust you to begin with. And the Sabbat really doesn't give a crap if you're an anarch or Cammer when they show up. They'll stick you in the graves just as quick as they will us. So I think the best thing to do is to go grab us like a La Sombra or something and drag that ass into court and force them to admit that the Sabbat are here and coming. It's hard to argue with that.
Oh yes, because we can so easily just go and find one.
Yeah, they hang out in graveyards.
We hope.
Well, you know, you're an Assamite. He wants to be a Bruja, and there's another Assamite in there, and I'm a wily Tremere. If between the four of us we can't find the Sabbat in a city this size, we should just go to Canada.
I hear Canada's nice.
It could be. It could be a lot of werewolves, but you know.
All right, let me go. Let me go talk to my emotional friend.
It's not a very good child of Osiris with all of that cray-crayness.
He's only like level 2 Bardor, dude. Like he just learning.
And it is now 11:30. Do we want to continue just a little bit more, or do we want to call it here?
I say we closure. We provide closure with the story and then call it. So
All right. So
take my plan to the Proto Bruja.
What? Oh yeah, yeah.
On you, Drew.
So I take over, and I'm basically like, all right, Fetz. I talked to the weird one.
I think I'm going to keep that one. His name's weird now. Thank you.
And he suggests that we go find a Sabbat and bring it to the court.
That's a good suggestion.
It
See,
is.
if you would have just stopped fucking asking me questions, I could have thought of that myself.
They, Tremere, very inquisitive. Always have been.
Fuck that, man.
Never shut up either. Worse than Ravenos.
I'm gonna start carrying fucking earplugs. You want some earplugs? Here. Hands him some earplugs. So, okay, let's do that.
I have my own way of silencing things.
Well, maybe we can use that to our advantage. Yeah.
I know all about quietus.
Oh my god, this fucking guy, like an earworm. Okay, let's do that.
Get over here, retard.
I'm sure you do. You ruined its true form.
Let me see what I got on the city, and we'll do that. And he'll just start rummaging around stuff. And I think that would be a good place.
It is. All right, everybody. I know we got kind of really sidetracked, and there's a lot of technical issues. Next week we should be having or not next week, but the week after next, we should have something a little bit more cohesive without the issues that we were having.
Don't say that.
Yeah, knock on wood.
We're trying.
Be a good dog. That's not happening, is it?
No.
So, we're going to begin with the new player first tonight. What did Byron learn?
Byron learned that there is a whole lot of education that needs to go on with his coterie.
Okay.
And apparently I have a skeleton stag looking thing on my shoulder. It's a jackalope.
Nope, it's 18, not 17. By the way, I told these guys this, and I'm telling you as well. I'm the one who keeps track of experience, partially because you know how anal retentive I am about my experience. So, when you want to spend experience, let me know, and I update the character sheets and the bios and the notes. Drew, what did you or Ardith learn tonight?
Ardith is now owner of bar and actually has the manager, I guess you could say, under his hand, and that this new Tremere is not right. He's not right.
Okay, the Tremere thing is worth the XP. The rest is stuff you just did.
This Tremere is not right. No.
All right, is Victoria asleep?
Yeah, I can text you it. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Text it to me later.
Yeah.
And what did Fett learn?
Fett learned that that inquisitive people shouldn't be trusted.
Okay. That's worth it to me.
Okay.
And text me what she learned.
Yeah.
And because of situations and life events, we will be taking a week off next week. Because Jason and Victoria will be gone. However, let me pull it back up.
I just assume that means they agree to my blood bond offer. So, just saying.
On the
Yeah.
23rd, we'll be getting back at our normal time
Right.
at 8:30. Now, I want to do a little bit of advertising because I'm that guy. On Monday nights, Henley runs a Los Angeles by Night game. It starts at 5 p.m. Central, I think. I don't know what time. It's before I get off of work. That's all I know. On Tuesday night, there's Storyteller Spear. Her game starts around 8 p.m. Central Time, I think. It's around there. Sometimes they start early, sometimes they start late. Caffeinated Conquest. They just started streaming, so they don't know if it's going to be every week or every other week. But they have a Wraith game that they're doing. They just started it, and it starts, I want to say 9 or 10 p.m. Central Time. I think they're in Mountain, so that's one of those wonky ones.
They were
Next-
on the Twitch,
Hierarchy
weren't they?
forever.
They were on the
Although,
Twitch.
Friday nights, I don't know of any other streams that I'm willing to advertise because I'm not opposing myself here, and I want those Critical Role numbers, to be quite honest. And on Sunday is the big day apparently on Twitch for streaming. Silly Goose, his game runs 11:30 Pacific Standard Time.
Silly
John
Goose.
Vera. John Vera's game, or Viral, his Changeling the Dreaming game. It starts at 4:30, I want to say. It's early afternoon. And Dice Ministry, who's running a Victorian game, their game starts at 8:30 or 9 o'clock. I can never remember what time it is. And since they're not in the chat to correct me on it, go ahead and follow their social media as well. They might be able to tell you more often. It's just at Dice Ministry. I don't know about Henley at Storyteller Spira. If you type in at Caffeinated Coffee, you'll pull it up. And if you're looking for our stream, it's at Coolimp. This will be uploaded in its entirety and all of the silliness directly to YouTube, as always. So you're going to see that big ass gap of like 20 to 30 minutes where nothing was going on because we were fixing our stream. With that said, we hope to see you later on. If you missed it, catch the VOD on YouTube. Look for updates at Coolimp between my ramblings about firearm control and all that shit, because I'm getting caught into debates. Everyone say goodnight!
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you for watching.
Yay.